Developing tonight, new fallout from controversial remarks from conservative commentator Ann Coulter. She's calling for a 10-year freeze on all immigration into the United States. And you may have heard she got a little attention last week for this exchange with anchor Jorge Ramos.
We were bringing in cultures where child rape is the norm, where honor killings are the norm.
That is, you cannot say that the majority of immigrants.
There's no concept of litter. Our national parks are being overrun. If you don't want to be killed by ISIS, don't go to Syria. If you don't want to be killed by a Mexican, there's nothing I can tell you. There are cultures that are obviously deficient, and if they weren't deficient, you wouldn't be sitting in America interviewing me. I'd be sitting in Mexico. When you bring the people here, you bring those cultures here. That includes honor killings. It includes uncles raping their nieces. It includes dumping litter all over.
I read the whole book.
It includes not paying your taxes. It includes paying bribes to government officials. That isn't our culture.
Ann Coulter is here, a conservative commentator, attorney, and author of the new book, Adios, America, the left's plan to turn our country into a third world hellhole. She's always afraid to tell us how she really feels, especially in her book covers. Ann, good to see you.
Good to be here.
So, of course, no sooner had those words come out of your mouth than everybody said, you are afraid of the browning of America, racist, bigot, and the terms went on and on.
Yes, but they won't say it to my face because few are brave enough to interview me. So I thank Jorge Ramos for that. No, I mean, the browning of America phrase, that isn't my phrase. Obviously, these people aren't reading liberal magazines, web pages, or watching MSNBC. This is something that is constantly celebrated on the left. Ha ha, white America, you're dying off. And that's it. Then liberal policies win. Well, first of all, this was a specific plan to change the demographics in America in a way no country has ever been changed.
Whose plan?
Well, Teddy Kennedy's, the 1965 Immigration Act, and it was backed by a lot of Democrats, whom I quote in the book, lying about it.
To change the Democratic voting rolls?
Oh, yes, to help the Democrats, and they brag about it. I mean, this isn't a fantasy of mine. I have them on record and being quoted in the book.
Is your objection, I know, I'm sorry for interrupting, is it more about stopping the political fallout from that or stopping the change to the culture that you
No, the point I'm making with that, obviously that should be important to me as a Republican, but it's the culture of America that is being changed. It's the most successful culture on earth, and particularly for women, children, plants, and animals. Minorities have never been treated with such respect. I mean, you go back to Tocqueville talking about how women are treated in America. American women are about to find out you never had it so good as with American men, because no other cultures are like this. You have, in fact, one of the things I make fun of in the book about how the media always hides. It's spot the immigrant in this or that, heinous crime story about a gang rape, child rape, incest rape. Even the New York Post did it a few days ago with a gang rape of a 12-year-old in England. Headline is schoolgirl raped by 60 men. Boy, men are awful in England. And then even reading closely, you will find out perhaps that they're Asian. Oh, are they Chinese? Are they Korean? No, of course, they are Muslim men. It's the Pakistanis. It's been going on and on and on, raping these British girls, but you will not find it in the media. You certainly won't find it in the American media. Actually, the British media is where I ended up finding the truth about a lot of these stories. It is being hidden. This was done intentionally to our country without checking with the American people.
The public has a right to know how these people got here, how they came onto this great land. Why are they here?